We are not using paint at all. We're gonna go super simple with a board and some tape and some stain. But I'm making this one for a Lazy Susan tonight. So I just picked it up at the hardware store. They used to be really cheap. These thicker ones used to run about $8 to $10, and right now they are more like $16 or $17, you know, because everything's more expensive right now. So you can get the kits that you put onto the bottom of these. You can bolt the bottom of them. They're metal and they have the ball bearings and they spin. You can get the kits at your hardware store. Actually, Home Depot doesn't carry them, right? But you can get them from Amazon. That's where we've gotten them before. I've even done some with Dixie Belle at a couple of their workshops. So super, super easy project. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors right here. I actually did my own little sticks. I used tongue depressors, and I did my own little sticks tonight, just kind of looking at colors like what I wanted to do tonight. So this is basically what it's gonna look like, and we're gonna do it right now. And I've never even done anything like this. So let's get started. So you wanna work in well-ventilated areas. You also wanna wear gloves because if you've got your nails done, you don't want to get stain on your nails. Really, really hard. Okay, so what I have is my board. I've got 2 different size tapes. It doesn't matter what size tape you want to use. Who can create with this? Y'all, we're just gonna go for it. Take my little tape here and tape off right. I'm gonna follow the line of this big knot. And then I'm gonna tear this piece of tape. I'm gonna make a sharp point here because we're gonna do the mountains first in the brown. So see how I cut it and I made that point super sharp? So my mountain will be what you see on the inside. It won't be on the outside here. So it doesn't matter how yucky the tape looks above it. It's gonna go up, and down. All right, so this is it. This is our gel stains. And I'm just gonna dip my little cloth in here. All right, so look, that's it. It was that easy. My mountains are done. Well, that's really cool, even all by itself, even if we did nothing else. Now I wanna do the black stain, and I think I wanna use white paint and not the white stain, because I think I want the white portion, which is gonna be the biggest part of this will be black. So we're gonna use the Colonial Black. All right, so now, I wonder what'll happen, y'all, if we tape over that stain right now. I'm gonna try it.
Give it a shot.
We can just try it, right? I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it, y'all. I'm just kind of putting it there just to block the black stain that I have that's gonna go on. Okay, so I want my line where my white is gonna be over here to be this. See how this line and this line are the same angle? So I want my dividing line over here to be pretty much parallel as well. We're gonna get out our Colonial Black stain. I'm gonna go real light, not pressing too hard where that stain is. And you can just work this stain in a circle. But I mean, that stain over there is already very, very dry. And you can brush it on, you can wipe it on, it doesn't matter. You're gonna buff it back and take off any excess anyway. So I'm gonna just start moving with the grain here. And if you wanted it to be darker than this, you could let this soak in and leave your tape down and then come back and put another coat on. Look where they meet. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, I never use stain. I am so excited. Fill in that little extra space there, just like that. See, you can just kind of touch that up. Oh my gosh, I really like this. Here's the white, but I mean, we can let it dry. Okay, so here's the white.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's not quite white enough for me. It's not quite what I wanted, but I'm gonna go with this. I am going to add black stain around the edges. I want it to be black all the way around all of the edges. The white, I really wanted to be a little bit more opaque than this. I am gonna let this dry and add another coat. I think I may just do like a half of it at a time. I don't wanna get any stain on the front. So I think I'm gonna do this little black section first because I don't have to worry about black getting over the edge. But I'm a little bit nervous how much control I think I have. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I'm getting a little nervous here, guys, because I'm gonna do this right up against this white. I'm trying to be careful. Okay, it's real rough right here, y'all. So I'm gonna use a brush. It's real chopped up right here. Like the board's kind of torn up on the side. So I just feel like I have a lot more control using this brush. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna take this rag here and just wipe off any excess because I did have to put a lot down with that brush. So I'm just gonna take off any excess that I have. There we go. Not bad. It's pretty easy. We'll just spin this a little bit more. There we go. That looks good. I really, really, really love this black stain. So there we go, y'all. Look. Look how good. Doesn't that look good? Woohoo! That looks so good. I love it. I love, love, love it. This is actually how it goes. It goes like this. I hope you enjoyed this really simple project. It's definitely outside of my typical creative wheelhouse, but it's really got me thinking a lot more about art with stain. I do hope that you will like, comment, and subscribe and follow along for more DIY tutorials that we'll post right here on YouTube every single Sunday.